Good morning, everyone. Catherine here. What a beautiful morning it is. It's been raining for days, but without rain, there wouldn't be rainbows, and it was just gorgeous this morning. I wanted to go ahead and update you all as to what my situation is. Since I uploaded my last video, a lot has changed. In fact, things had changed before I even uploaded the video. Things are changing hour to hour. When I last checked in with you, I wasn't sure whether I'd be able to stay at the campground that I had booked for 4 nights. I was able to stay. Actually, that's where I currently am. When I did check in, they told me that they may have to cancel my reservation. They actually closed the campground that day. They were not allowing any new reservations. They weren't extending any reservations. Today is Friday. That was Monday, and they closed it down officially that day. I'm grateful that they didn't boot me out and I was able to stay here. My plan was for today to head out to some BLM land, and I actually had intended to go out to Moab. I had a backpacking trip scheduled in Canyonlands, a 6-day, 5-night trip. Almost immediately after shooting and editing my last video, I found out that essentially Moab shut down any sort of camping, even on public lands, in 3 counties surrounding the area. I was also concerned as to whether the national parks would close. As of right now, they are remaining open and are actually welcoming people to come and enjoy the parks and to de-stress from all the situations that are going on in the world right now, and they have waived the fees. However, there is a caveat that they are asking that you just explore your local national parks and not travel, especially out of state, to visit the parks. Also, campgrounds across the nation are following suit. Many states have their entire network of state parks shut down. California is one of them. I know many private campgrounds are shutting down as well, which I believe will tax our public land system, and public lands can potentially close down. They have in Moab. Beyond that, fear has set in with humanity, and many people are becoming very hostile towards outsiders coming into their towns and potentially bringing the coronavirus along with them. As you all know, I spend a lot of time in the Eastern Sierra, and I've been following the Eastern Sierra page for quite some time. The residents of Bishop were up in arms because climbers inundated the city as if they were in some sort of climbing vacation, and basically putting a strain on the resources for this very small mountain town. I'm also concerned that if I get out to public lands areas, that I may not have the resources that I would normally have as far as, propane refills, water refills, and also dump stations, with most campgrounds closing. Even though I'm set up to live off grid for probably a couple weeks at a time, I will eventually need to utilize some services. I am currently in California. I've been here ever since I returned from my Catalina trip. And this is a hot spot. I have California plates on my vehicle, and I think traveling out of state right now might not be a good idea, on top of the fact that we are being asked not to travel and to shelter in place. And from a moral and ethical standpoint, I just don't feel like traveling right now is a good idea. Having said all that, I have made the decision to park the rig and stay with family until we see how all of this plays out over the next several weeks. I have rented a local storage space, and I'm going to go ahead and park my rig because the issue with my family is they live in either HOA communities or communities that have rules that do not allow for recreational vehicles to be parked on the properties. And that's the main problem I've been having with staying with family. So I'm going to go ahead and have to park my baby for a little while. But you know what? We're all going to get through this, and it's a weird time. It's a weird time for everyone. We are all having to make sacrifices. We are all having to cancel plans, and it's just something that we have to do right now. The governor of California says that we can still go outside, we can still enjoy the outdoors as long as we practice our social distancing, and I intend to do that. So I intend to get out locally and do some hikes and still continue to upload videos. California is a beautiful state and there is plenty of beauty to show you here. Also, while we are sheltering in place, I would encourage you to view some of my older videos, maybe my backpacking playlist, and just escape to the outdoors. That's a great thing about having all of this footage on YouTube, is that we can go back and relive those experiences. So if you haven't checked those out, check those out. Go ahead and binge watch my channel and others and get lost in nature. There's plenty of content out there to escape from it all. Don't go anywhere, however, because I will continue to bring you content regularly. All right, guys, hang in there, stay safe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye. My bags are packed.